Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greetings to the judges. My name is Nur Najwa binti Ahmad Yusbah from University Sains Islam Malaysia. This video presents my project titled Deterministic Analysis on the Impact of Career Disruptions Towards Retirement Savings Among Women in Malaysia. This study also was carried out under the supervision of Associate Professor Dr. Mazlinda Ahmad Yusof. This project introduced a deterministic model to estimate the long-term financial effects of career disruptions, focusing on Malaysian women, which a group often affected by caregiving responsibilities, longer life expectancy and higher poverty rates. These factors significantly influence retirement savings, yet receive little attention in existing pension system. By highlighting the unique financial challenges faced by women, this study fills a critical gap in local retirement research. This study has two main objectives. Firstly, to develop deterministic models to simulate retirement savings and replacement rates under different career disruption scenarios. Secondly, to analyze the impact of career disruptions such as maternity leave, caregiving and unemployment on retirement savings among women in Malaysia. Women's career paths are often shaped by life events such as maternity leave and caregiving responsibilities. These disruptions may result in lower lifetime earnings and inconsistent contributions to retirement funds. In Malaysia, our main retirement scheme, EPF, is a defined contribution system, which means the amount accumulated depends heavily on regular contributions and income levels. As a result, women are more vulnerable to having inadequate retirement savings. According to the EPF, 71% of its members don't have enough savings to retire comfortably, and women, on average, retire with 46% less savings than men. As life expectancy increases, women face a higher risk of old age poverty if retirement savings are inadequate. These gaps highlight the need for better tools to understand the long-term effects of career disruptions on retirement outcomes for women in Malaysia. Previous study by Spicer and Norlizawati have shown that retirement savings depend largely on factors like income level, life expectancy and also financial literacy. However, career disruptions due to caregiving often lead to long-term financial insecurity. Women who return to work typically face wage penalties and limited career growth. In Malaysia, the lack of flexible work options makes workforce re-entry harder despite some government initiatives to support returning women. These disruptions not only reduce lifetime earnings but also contribute to increased poverty risk in old age. Statistics show that older women tend to live longer and more likely to face poverty than men. To analyze the impact of career disruptions, I use VBA in Microsoft Excel. For data collections, I refer to national level statistics to obtain employment trends and wage progression patterns. For contribution rates, I refer to EPF websites. For career break patterns, I make survey and interviews with women in Malaysia to understand the real-life career break patterns. The key simulation variables include duration of the career break, the age when the disruptions occur, annual salary progressions, and also the EPF contributions rates.
This is a simple Excel-based retirement calculator designed for this project. It simulates EPF saving based on user inputs. Let's try one example. Okay, so I already keyed in the value. These women start working at age 24 with a monthly salary 2,500. Already experienced career disruptions due to caregiving responsibilities and also a few health issues. At age 38 up until age 43 years old, and come back to work with monthly salary 4,500, and also during the break she made withdrawals 4,500 each year. Currently she's age 50 years old and planning to retire early at age 58. So let's now simulate calculate her EPF accumulation value at age 57. So she got around 1 million. And now we see the monthly retirement income and also the replacement rate. As you can see here, the replacement rate is quite moderate. It's not so low. It's not so high. But here, the EPF accumulated balance is negative at age 72, which means she only can sustain up until age 71 with monthly retirement income 5,000, around 6,000. So this shows how career disruptions, especially mid or late career break, can severely affect long-term retirement outcome.
Let's now look at the impact of the career disruptions on retirement outcomes and what policies can help to address these issues. The simulations outcome shows that the career disruption significantly reduce the replacement rate, especially when the breaks occur late in career. For those with no breaks, the replacement rate remains 80%. Early career breaks drops about 50%, but late career breaks reduced further as low as 20%. So that's about 30 to 50% reduction compared to undisrupted careers. Why does timing matter? Late career breaks are more damaged because they disrupt compounding effect and reduce the final salary, which EPF contribution based on. On the other hand, early career breaks can give women more time to recover back and rebuild savings and regain momentum on their career patterns. To help mitigate these effects, need to enhance voluntary top-up schemes, especially by offering some incentives to encourage additional contributions during or after a career break. Secondly, improve awareness and access, especially for women with disrupted careers, through targeted financial literacy programs and outreach. And finally, introduce automatic catch-up contributions to support those re-entering the workforce, making the recovery process smoother and more consistent. To sum up, this deterministic analysis reveals some critical vulnerabilities in women's retirement planning, especially when it comes to the long-term effect of career disruptions. For instance, in 2020, 11.9% of women aged 65 and above in the United States live in poverty compared to only 8.9% of men. This gap underscores the urgent need for more inclusive financial policies, especially policies that support women who experience career disruptions due to caregiving responsibilities. To build on this work, I also suggest that future research could adopt stochastic simulation techniques that will provide a more realistic picture of financial preparedness over time. Thank you.